Hello. Good afternoon, you guys. So today we are launching straight into my quickest go-to everyday smoky eye kind of look. I just really love how easy these products are to work with. I have done a video before using this kit, but it was just different. It's a different look. And so since I've been able to practice with it more and more, this is honestly the look I turn to without fail when I do not have that much time to get ready, but I want an impact. Like for me, this is where I'm comfortable. It's kind of mid-glam, not too soft, not too like, whoa. This is just a good thing because you could be going to the grocery store, you could be going to a night out, you could be going to a PTA meeting, whatever. Corporate. I feel like this could be good for almost anything. So I hope this is helpful for you and you will see how easy it is and quick. So let's get started. So the first shade that we're turning to is called Twilight. So this is a taupe shimmer metallic. I am going to focus on the lid here. So I'm literally just painting this on, just pretend it's a crayon that's nice and creamy and beautiful. And we are going to make sure that we cover the entire lid space. So what I mean by lid space is when you're looking forward, you can see from the roots of the eyelashes up to the crease. So basically kind of where it folds off like a hill into the back of my eye. And with these eyeshadows, you don't want to wait at all to blend them. You need to do it right away. So we're just going to blend that up into the eye like this. And you can see that I am not touching the lid space because I want that to stay nice and metallic and strong, so I'm not blending it away. But if you want a softer look, you can go ahead and go over that lid space and just soften it up if that is your aesthetic. And then I kind of skim the bone here, my eye socket bone, pick up the brush, and I just want to blend out these edges so they are just diffused and softened into the rest of the skin. So the concentration of the color is just on the lid. So we have that beautiful soft wash. If you want, you can just put a little bit of eyeliner on the lash line, some mascara, and call it a day for your eyes. However, the style I like to do that is a little bit more daytime glamorous, but still so fast, is then adding the shade Chocolate. So it's chocolate. It's that medium tone brown. That's kind of that universal brown. Okay, so I'm just going to start in the inner corner here. And then I'm not going to go all the way down because I don't want to blend it like way out here. We just want to add that depth here. So I'm doing smaller movements because I want it to be a little bit more controlled. I don't want this chocolate shade to just go anywhere. I want it to stay here. And I just use the tip of the brush like this. And I just wiggle those edges just to try and make them nice and diffused and soft. I don't wiggle and do that until I know the product is nearly set so that I don't drag the majority of the color. I'm just trying to soften the very edge. So with laying down this taupey color on the bottom, my guide, personally, where I like to put it, is I follow the lash line, okay? So where my eyelashes stop here is where I start the color. So I'm going to go from here to here, and then I'm actually going to leave this outer section here for the chocolate. So for the first 2/3, I generously just glide that cream on, okay? I take the other side of this brush, which is just shorter and stumpier, so it's good for just blending out smaller spaces as well as like a firmer cream. So this is great to blend out eyeliner pencils. So I'm just using that to soften out that edge. That's it. Again, I'm not blending the actual color because I want it to stay nice and strong. I go back to chocolate, and just with that outer third there, I am just mimicking the color on my lower lash line that I have placed on my crease up here. I just want to carry that shade down on my lower lash line. And I went a little lower out here, so I'm just going to take my finger. I'm just going to carry that shape upwards like that. I'm going to put on these new ones I got recently. They're from Lilly Lashes, but they're a collaboration with Sephora. They're in the style Paris. You can see how they're really fluffy and curly on the edges, but look, they're really not super full volume, so they actually end up looking super natural. These are awesome. And I'm going to put on one of my all-time favorite mascaras, which is the Superhero Mascara from It Cosmetics. Love, love, love. Okay, so this glue is getting nice and translucent, so I'm going to put it on. Okay, we've got some fluff there. So I'm going to pinch my lashes to those fibers a little bit. So while my other eyelash sets, I'm going to show you another really effective, simple thing to do with whether you're wearing just mascara or false lashes as well. You can see that flesh line coming through, and you can, it's not all staying black with that really rich definition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Maybelline Eyestudio gel liner in black. Oh, blackest black, I should say. And I'm going to pick an eyeliner brush. This is personally my favorite. This is the Ultra Fine Eyeliner by Bobbi Brown. I just find that this shape is so easy and effective to work with. The product just on that tip there, okay? Then with that facing up, because we want it to go up into the waterline, I'm going to tilt my head back, okay? And I am going to just line that waterline so that it's dark, and I'm going to stroke it up into my eyelashes so that it gradates into the eyelashes and it all looks black. See, look at that. Cool, hey? I just think it does such a simple trick that does not take a long time, and yet it's so effective. Okay, so let's move on to the face. This is like ready to go minus some highlighting, so let's get it done. I'm trying a bunch of different MAC foundations right now, so I grabbed the Studio Fix in NC15, which is light beige golden undertone, I believe. Dab a little on the back of the brush. Grab my mirror. I'm gonna start with putting a light layer everywhere. So I'm just applying this to even out my skin tone, make it all look a little bit more even. With I have some blemishes here, but also just all the sunspots I have gained and any redness and yellow. I have a lot of yellow. Oh, and FYI, I use the Belief the True Cream Aqua Bomb to moisturize my face with today. It's just a really beautiful gel kind of feeling moisturizer that really sinks in. It's light, but I find that makeup sits on top of it really, really well. I know some people like to use beauty blenders for their foundation and it looks beautiful, but I am just such a brush person because I have been in fine arts like my whole life, and so I just, you know, I want to use a brush, and I love this one. Being with MAC is one of my new concealers that I really like. It's the 24-hour MAC Studio Fix 24-hour Smooth Wear Concealer. Long titles. What I like about this one is that it has high coverage, but very thin and kind of like that watery consistency base, you know? So I like that it doesn't look cakey, but will cover things up. The only con for me is that it's definitely on the dry side. I am taking care to go around this these eyeshadow sticks, because the one thing is that they don't, in my experience, mesh well with concealer. It dulls down the effect. And this is another one that sets in place really well, so don't wait too long to press that concealer in where you want it. Using my forever trusty Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. This is specifically for the under eyes, and I just find that it sets everything so well, and it's so fine. Like it locks in my concealer for sure, but it also never looks cakey. I use this tapered brush to get under the eye. I've been using it for a couple of years as well. I love it. It's the F35 by Sigma. It never sheds. It's just so good. Definitely don't neglect your lower lashes, especially with this kind of look where the darkness of the lashes really help to frame the eye. And that black is just such a beautiful contrast. And I think it's needed with this kind of look, with these particular pencils and shades, just that shimmery taupe and a little bit of that chocolate. I think it needs that contrast of black, in my opinion. All right, we're almost done. This stuff is like so basic. I love it. So I'm going to opt for my quickest brow product, and honestly just one of my favorites in general. It's the Perfectly Defined Longwear Brow Pencil in the shade Mahogany. It looks like this. It has that kind of diamond shape. So I'm just gliding this along my microblading. This just makes this infinitely faster. It's amazing. I'm a huge fan of microblading. It's so worth the cost. I love it so much. Okay, second to last, we're just gonna add some color to our face, and then just whatever day lip you love to do, I'll show you one of mine. I'm gonna use a really good day-to-day palette. It's called Be a Light from Becca Cosmetics. I love this so very much. I will say it's a little hard to pick up this powder, like these two, with my super soft, awesome brush from It Cosmetics. So it's probably the only thing, is they seem to be just really densely packed. I don't know if it's just, I don't know, the brush I'm using. So this is a blurring powder, so let's see how this does. I use my Flawless Face Brush from Bare Minerals. I've had this thing for, I swear, 15 years. It's perfection. It's real hair bristles, so it's just gorgeous. So I'm going to tuck that into the hollows of my cheek here. See how I'm going like that? And I'm placing that up in here, tucking it into my hairline, and then buffing the edges. Very similar to what we did on our eyes, really. So I'm adding that warmth all over my hairline. Just make sure to gradate it so it's not just like a stripe. We just want to balance that color all over the face, so it's not just in our cheeks. I feel like it stands out a little bit funny if it's just in one spot in the face. I'm going to dip in here. I'm going to focus on the apples of my cheeks and kind of the top, because it already comes with some highlight in there, which is so nice. So if you don't want the whole highlighting, but you like some glow, you're gonna love having a glowy blush. So I kind of swirl it on first, and then I go up in here. See that? Oof. Love, love, love. And I take a little bit down the center of the brush, and I just go down right here, down the bridge of my nose. Same concept, just balancing that shade a little bit. And then you get some of that highlighting there. I am going to pull out a little bit of highlight just to do my eyes. I'm going to take this side, which is Portofino, of my Duo highlighter from Laura Geller, which I love. And I'm going to do the inner corner here. I just can't neglect that. Just brightens that up. And then the brow bone, just a little bit. Don't need a lot. But it'll also balance that glow that you get from your blush. Okay, we are highlighted. Heck, you could add some lip balm, but I feel like with this look, it's good to just add a little color. Okay, so that's natural, filled in all over my lips as well as, of course, lined. I'm going to take the shade, my Buxom lip gloss in the shade Celeste. It's a peachy, super glittery lip gloss, and I adore it. Just going to tap this on, not to swipe around the lip liner a bunch. And then I'll just get the edges to make them nice and plump. Okay, so here is our final look. What do you think? I hope you love it. I hope you're like, you know what? I got this. This is an easy, new, everyday look. You can make it smoky, it's creamy, it stays in place, boom, bitty, boom, boom. you're gonna go do this and you're gonna feel super beautiful. So take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.